Hey, and welcome to the Big Picture Health launch. I'm Kel, and I just wanted to say hi before we started. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us and to learn a little bit about what Big Picture Health is all about. So, to get started, I'm going to share my screen and we'll get into it. So, welcome, as I said, to the Big Picture Health launch. This is super exciting for me. It's something that I've been working on for quite a while now, and I'm really excited to be bringing it to you online in this Zoom tonight, or you might even be watching the recording. So, again, I just wanted to say thanks for being here. Um, Now, you may have seen a little bit of, my launch material out on social media, or I may have contacted you and invited you here. And the reason I've done that is because I am passionate about health and I want to share it with the people who are interested in improving their health and well-being. And that's what this is all about. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Kel. I'm a 45-year-old mum of a teen and a tween. I was a health educator for 23 years, worked 10 years in the fitness industry. And generally, if you looked at me, you would say, yeah, she's pretty fit and energetic. She's passionate about health and helping people. But the one thing that I want to let you know is what you see on the outside isn't always what's going on the inside. So I've had my personal health challenges. So from a really young age, I suffered from amenorrhea. And later on in life, much later in life actually, they discovered it was because I have polycystic ovary syndrome. That wasn't helped at all by the fact that I spent a good part of my younger years and in my 20s with disordered eating, high volume and high intensity and high impact training. I was involved in lots of rep sports, working in the fitness industry, completing my degree in exercise science and health and physiology. And, I was burning the candle at both ends. Now, later on, when it came to the time wanting to have children, I discovered, that I was having fertility issues and my hormones were just totally out of whack because I'd punished my body for so long. Luckily enough, I was able to have two children with a little bit of help along the way. And, you know, things were good. And if anything, having my children really gave me a respect for what my body can do. Creating a human life is something that is so special and so important. And it's an honor that I was able to do that. And it really, really changed the way I felt about my body and the way I started sort of to treat my body and look after myself, because if I wasn't around, who was going to look after my kids? So despite all that, actually this, the my back issues began when I was younger, again because I probably punished myself a little bit too much. But the pregnancies really struck my body hard, and I actually ruptured two discs in my spine, in my lumbar spine, and that led to a back surgery about 3 years after my daughter was born. And I spent the first 3 years of her life literally living in pain, not sleeping, and it wasn't because she was awake at night, and just really suffering internally. Not a lot of people knew that this was going on because I am a master at shoving all of my emotions down and not letting other people see how I really feel. I was really grateful that that back surgery was successful and I've been able to get back into my physical activity, because for me that's part of who I am. But it didn't leave me without constant flare-ups and bouts of back pain. I also, after my kids were born and after my surgeries, I ended up with a gangrenous infection in my bowel. It was appendicitis that went undiagnosed and infected my bowel, and I ended up in hospital with intravenous antibiotics for 2 weeks. And as you can imagine, that just really ruined my gut health. I also went on after that, my body was sort of struggling, I suppose, and had glandular fever. Just all of the struggles that came along with that for a good while. Actually, it took me to get over glandular fever. And then it was at the end of 2019, I actually just came down with a different virus. No one really knew what it was. but it knocked me flat. I was in bed for a week. I literally slept all day and I just never recovered. I just had brain fog, joint pain, disturbed sleep, burning feet all of the time, all of these crazy symptoms. And they put it down to post viral fatigue syndrome um, and a bit of burnout. So obviously, this was tough to deal with. I was in struggle street, and again, no one knew. Not very many people knew. I was able to sort of just, power on as best I possibly could and come home and fall in a massive heap. So everyone else was getting the best of me, and then my family was getting the rest of me, and that was really killing me. And they saw my struggles, and they knew that I was really struggling mentally and emotionally as well. So add on to that COVID, and things got pretty tough, especially given the way that things have panned out for me with regards, to my career and things like that. And so this is where I needed to make a change. I had to find a way to make it work for me and not against me. I needed to really focus in not just on the physical side of my health, but I also had to hone in on the social, emotional, and spiritual side of my health. And, look, while spiritual for some people might seem a little bit sort of out there, for me, it's actually, finding my actual purpose and gifts and my understanding in the world and why I'm here and what am I supposed to do with all of that. And along the way, I'd sort of felt the need to get people to see the bigger picture. So now you're probably going, well, what the hell is this all about, Kel? Hurry up and get to the point. Okay. So health is bigger than diet and exercise, and that's what I have learned in my time. And after years of problem solving, I've discovered that a multimodal approach works, and that's where Big Picture Health was born. I wanted people to understand that you couldn't just change what you ate and your exercise to help you be truly and holistically healthy, and that's where this comes from. I'm so excited to share with you. And Big Picture Health is all about helping you rise above the daily grind, feel amazing about being you, and live your role model life. I'll talk a little bit about that towards the end, but it's something that's super important to me. And, whether we will like it or not, we're a role model to someone. And becoming a parent has made me truly aware of that. And that's something that I really want to focus on and be the best role model for my kids that I can be. And I wasn't doing that before. So what I've done is I've created a course, a couple of courses in fact. So the first one is Big Picture Health Basics. It's a 5-day introductory course that focuses in on your bold, authentic goals. It gives you a stress-less sesh. The Daily Grind Buster is an activity that will help you really manage your day and be able to prioritize yourself and your health every day. And then you get a pocket pack. And a pocket pack is a series of exercises that takes you through in a sequence so that you can do those exercises anytime, anywhere. It's on your phone, it's guided. You can throw it in, in 10 to 15 minute pockets of time in your day, or you can tack it onto a workout that you might already be doing. And I'm super happy and proud of that little basic pack there. Then I've created the You Rise Challenge. Now, it's a 6-week course and it focuses on the You Rise core practices of Unleash, which is mindful, functional movements that bring back your body confidence and reduce stress and tension. Raising Resilience, which is discovering simple strategies and tools for stress management and how to make the most of your mistakes and maintain your perspective. Inviting Intuition, which is just being okay with, behaving in alignment and honoring your core values and beliefs. Self-care is discovering what actually works for you, your authentic self-love plan, and it's not the same for everyone. And so self-care is really honing in on what is the best practice for you. And Explore is all about uncovering genuine goals and your deep desires for the future and what it is that you need for fulfillment and happiness. So it's delivered via the app, all right? And you can pop this on your phone. You can do it on your desktop as well, which is even more exciting. And if you would sign up for the 6-week course, you would get weekly one-on-one coaching calls. You get daily action reminders and course tracking. You get access to the Big Picture Health community where you can all interact and, discover where everyone's at and what everyone's up to with regards to their health and well-being and how they're traveling with the course. But you'll also get that bonus access to the Big Picture Health basics, which I've just described to you before. You get a weekly pocket pack. So every week you get another pocket pack, another series of guided exercises that you can add into your day. And you get a bonus access to the Kel's Big Picture podcast, which will come to you through the app as well. So I'm pretty excited about all this. It's something that I am truly passionate about. And if this sounds like something that you might be interested, I would love to talk to you further. So I've actually got a bit of an offer. If you're on here today, there is a fantastic offer. So if you wanted to become one of my founding members, the URISE program, all inclusive, would cost you $297. Now that's pretty good when you consider the cost of a personal trainer and enrolling in any sort of course, on a weekly basis. If you bring a friend, you can also, both of you can pay just $259. And so what they will also give you is 30% discount to Life Vantage, which I'll tell you a little bit more about in a minute. You'll get a free Zaya mesh hat and you'll get an extra PT session together. So I can do it online or in person if you're local. So I'm super excited to bring that to you. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer those. You can pop them in the chat or you can reach out to me later on. But this is something that is fantastic for you if you are a busy, working, burnt out person who just needs to work out how to prioritize your health and yourself and make sure that you give yourself that little bit of time. So then you're sort of thinking, well, wait a minute, Carol, what was all this other stuff you were just talking about? What are the bonuses? So I just want to tell you a little bit about this, because why I have gone in this direction is because this is what helped me improve my position with my health not so long ago. So I've got these amazing brand partners. They are who I know and trust. They have helped me and so many others feel amazing. And they are brands that look at health in a holistic way. So they bring to you high quality, recognized, proven, and, products that just make a difference to how you feel about yourself. So first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about Life Vantage. So let's think about our modern day life, all right? A lot of us suffer, and I want you to ask yourself these questions. Who do you know, or is this you? Do you have low energy, brain fog, trouble sleeping? Are you irritable or moody? Do you have hormonal imbalances, skin issues, headaches, body aches, joint pains, inflammation, those sorts of things? Do you suffer from mood swings, anxiety, stress, fatigue, or do you have those afternoon slumps? Now, because of the way we live our modern life, we are exposing ourselves to oxidative stress on a daily basis. Now, as we get older, our body's ability to cope with this process is reduced. And so a lot of us, as a result of this, aren't experiencing excellent cellular function, and therefore we're experiencing all of the symptoms that I was just describing to you before. You can see the pictures, they indicate what's actually happening to a cell as oxidative stress takes place in our body. So LifeVantage is a company that has invested a lot of time and money into researching and finding out a little bit more about our cellular health. And what they've discovered is that there are genetic pathways and cellular pathways that we can improve naturally to help reduce the effects of oxidative stress. So NRF2 in particular is our flagship product, and it's natural and vegan. It's got 5 herbs that work synergistically together. So it's not about the herbs individually. You probably have heard about what they are and what they do on an individual level. But when we place the herbs together like they have in this particular formula, and it's patented and you're not going to find it anywhere else, this effect of reducing oxidative stress takes place. And you can see on the screen, it's clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress on average by 40% in 30 days and 70% in 90 days. So if you think back to the picture of the apple, imagine slowing that process down and what that's doing for your body. Okay. It also helps you to produce enzymes capable of neutralizing the free radicals in our body. And it's, our ability to do that is really, really important. It benefits our cellular health, our immunity, our energy levels, and all of the things that are going on in our body if we can eliminate those free radicals. So I love that it does that too. It activates the cells to repair and rejuvenate and clear out the junk and the toxins that modern living delivers right into our bodies. And it reduces systemic inflammation. And to be honest with you, that last point is what caught me first because of all of my issues and in particular my back and joint pain. That was something that really jumped at me straight away. So there is a trio that we definitely recommend to start with. The NRF2 is the detox. It's literally clearing out all of the toxins in our body and allowing our cells to do what they do best. NRF1 is also a fantastic little product that activates and strengthens the number of mitochondria in our body. And mitochondria are little organelles inside our cells whose prime job is to provide energy for the cells to do and perform their function. So they're like the electricity in the house. Then we've got a probiotic. And if you guys have sort of heard recently, I no doubt you have, the link between our gut and brain, the gut-brain connection, and the fact that our gut produces over 70% of our neurotransmitters. And neurotransmitters are the little chemical messengers that literally our body sends out to the cells to tell them what to do. Now, this probio is a slow release, so it literally doesn't release those probiotics until it gets right down deep into our bowel. And that is fantastic because that is where we need all of the goodness, all of those probiotics. So just a couple of success stories. Kate, she is a young mum, and after 45 days of using these products, she found massive improvement with her sleep. Her anxiety had gone. She was motivated, had a better mood. She had better energy all day long, and her inflammation and pain was gone. She also had an increased libido. So there's a plus. Also, you can see the very top point. She had multiple health concerns, and inflammation is the precursor to most modern day illness and disease. And when we can help our body stave off that immune response to reduce inflammation, we can help our bodies, deal or cope and repair from some of these health concerns. We don't propose that it cures any of these things, but it helps our bodies do what it does best, and that is repair itself. Now, you might see on the bottom of the screen, there's also some other products. We do have skincare and hair care available as well, but we won't sort of look at that today. This is Renee. So she is a super fit, active person, a little bit like myself. And she was, just burning the candle at both ends, trying to make ends meet during COVID with her gym closing down. And she was just under the pump. So she gave these products a try. She saw a massive improvement in your skin and hair. And you all know that when you're under stress, your skin and your hair is the first place that you notice it. Your hair is falling out and your skin's, terrible. Or you might have breakouts and things like that. She also found that she had improved recovery time from performance, and her endurance and stamina improved, and I can vouch for that also. She had better mental clarity and focus, improved mood and energy, and I love that she has been able to resign from a project manager role because at the hospital, because she's been able to help so many people with this. Now, this is my story. You've heard a little bit about it already, so I won't go through too much of the before, but what I want to let you know is how amazing these products have made me feel. They have literally improved my sleep. My pain and inflammation levels are lower than they have been in years. I haven't had a back flare up since taking these products. I was actually booked in to go and see the surgeon again because the level above my surgery was degenerating, and I've been able to cancel that and defer and hopefully never go back again. I've got far more energy. I recover faster from exercise. I don't get nearly as sore, and I'm able to, just keep on with my day without coming home and being a basket case, which was what I was doing all the time. I'm mentally stronger. For the first time in my life, my menstrual cycle is regular. Now, for me, I have never ever had this in my life, and it's pretty amazing because we all know that our hormones and our they impact on our health in so many ways. Obviously, my gut health has improved. I've got much better digestion and less bloating and less sort of reaction to different foods and less allergies as well. And also, my skin has improved in tone and texture. So, these products have really, really made me feel amazing, and I'm so excited about it. Now there's so many more stories. If you want to have a look at them, just join our Facebook community, and I can invite you in there or send you a link to that, and you can see how many people are getting some fantastic results from using these products. Now the next one I want to talk to you about is Zaya. So I've been introduced to Zaya. I have their gear. I'm actually wearing one of their crop tops at the moment, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love what it stands for because it's exactly what Big Picture Health is all about. So I also love that it's online. Now, particularly with COVID, no one's going into a shop. All right. No one really wants to be throwing their bra on and putting their joggers on to get to the shop to buy their activewear. And that's what I love this. At least we can do this with a glass of wine in front of our computers. And I am all about balance, and there's nothing wrong with a glass of wine. So if you're having one at the moment, hopefully you're enjoying it. Okay. So what I love about this is that they are true to size. The material, the fabrics are soft and comfortable, and on par with, and probably better than, brands that Lululemon, Running Bear, those sorts of brands. I have those, and I have worn those in the past, and this activewear is absolutely on par or better than that. I'm literally falling in love with it even more every time I put it on. The cuts are true to size, and for me, I'm quite tall. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to, buy online and for the products to fit, but they do. They're really amazing. And I love that there are options for the whole family. So you can actually buy for your kids and for your hubby, and it's a great way of helping yourself feel good. If you've got to get out there and do something about your physical health, why not feel amazing while you're doing it? And Zaya Activewear actually does that. It's so good. So that is what Big Picture Health is all about. I want you to feel amazing about being you, and I want you to live your role model life. So that role model life, what are we at? I'm about creating rising role models. We want to, whether or not we choose it, we are a role model to someone, and we're here to create more people who are willing to take action, make mistakes, and learn from them, and do what they can to lead the way to better health and well-being by rising above the daily grind, feeling amazing about just being themselves, and getting out there and showing people what it's all about, living their role model life, because the woman you are tomorrow starts today. So if you want to know a little bit more about my programs, the app, if you want to know more about LifeVantage and the products and you want to join the Flip It Society group, or if you want a link so that you can check out the Zaya Activewear, I've actually got a little group and a sales party happening at the moment. So if you want to join in on that, please let me know. I will absolutely share that information with you. And if you haven't joined the Big Picture Health group, please do. I'll be popping lots of information there over the next coming week or so and beyond. So thanks so much for taking the time to tune in and listen and learn a little bit about what Big Picture Health is all about. I'm excited to get to know you and hear from you again in the future.